there! You may have remembered me from previous video demonstrating the Poetry and Yoga Corner. You may be thinking, that's a great idea, but how on earth do I get started? How can I connect it to the curriculum? And my kids can't even do their work independently. How am I going to get them to do yoga and poetry independently? Well, let me tell you, we all have behavior in our class. There's always going to be distractions. There's always going to be an assembly or a newsletter or something that we need to do in the curriculum. What you need to do is just decide to do it and get started. The first step you can do is by Googling. Googling will be your best friend. You can find some different information through Google, and then that will lead you to some other websites where you can purchase some books and some other resources. My first stop was at the Yoga Show in Toronto in the spring of 2012. And that's where I first decided I think I should start a yoga corner. So what I've done is I found some books through book orders and through the internet, Amazon, chapters, and other book sources, and I found some yoga information. From there I contacted the children's yoga books and got in contact with Janet, who's the creator of such games as Yoga Match. From there, she gave me some great ideas and resources, such as the Yoga Match game, and this is where I started. From there, I was able to find some images and pictures that depicted children doing yoga. I found this very important, so the children had a reference point that was relevant to their age, their ability, and size. It was realistic. If you can find real pictures, even better. Another suggestion is once your children develop the skills, take pictures of your children, of your students with parental permission, and post them on the wall naming the pose. That will give them a point of reference as well as give them a point of ownership in your classroom. What you can also do is look for local articles that support yoga. This is an example of a CFL player in Brampton who credits yoga in off-season. The students related to this because we actually had this player come to visit our school back in February. And being a male, it was an excellent reference point for our males to get involved in. A lot of people think yoga is for girls, the boys don't want to do it. If you show them that it is beneficial for their athletic ability, they will want to do it. My boys are the ones who want to do the yoga more so than even the girls most days. Yoga is also a great way to release aggression and to gain focus in a classroom. You may be thinking, when on earth do you have time to do yoga? I do it during my silent reading component. It's mandated that we do silent reading, so during that time I switch it up. So once a week, the student, the small group, gets the opportunity to come over here and they're still reading. We also have our poetry corner to enhance that if necessary. So they come here during silent reading. They'll play either some meditation music or positive thinking music. You can also choose classical, whatever you have on hand. I recommend instrumental. From there, you have the different poses available on the wall. You print them, you color them, laminate them, tape them on the wall, and you don't add everything all at once. That would be very overwhelming for any student regardless of their age. You want to add one at a time, two at a time, three at a time. After you've done that, the important thing is to walk them through it. Do not expect children to be independent. You cannot assume anything. What you need to do is demonstrate the learning, demonstrate your expectations. If you need to, have an expectation checklist or some success criteria visible for them. That way they know what your expectations are, and you know that they understand what the expectations are. Of course, if any silly behavior happens, we do remove them, and they will have to wait an entire week before they can visit. Once they get used to having this opportunity to stretch, breathe, and quietly discuss with other students during this time, they won't want to miss it. From there, they choose the mat, and I have a variety of colors. The great thing is these were all donated, so I encourage you to contact your local yoga studio. These mats are often left behind. People try out yoga, they spend all this money, and then they realize maybe they don't have time. Well, you know what? We have time. So we get these mats donated from various yoga studios. Like I said, contact your local facility, and they'll be more than willing to donate. So that's a great way. Another way is to let parents know in a newsletter what you plan on doing. They may have a yoga mat. They may have some experience. They may even be a teacher. So you never know what happens in your community unless you contact them. That's another suggestion. I chose to do this in May, June because I connect my poetry with it. And when you connect poetry, you're connecting mindful thinking. And when you do that, you connect your health and wellness component with it. So you're breathing, you're taking your time with your yoga, you're quietly reading your poetry. It's very nice. It's a very nice combination together. Also, at this stage of the year, they should become a little bit more independent. They should be that much more mature. So it's easier for them to trust you and you to trust them with such independent tasks. With all that said, this is how you set up a poetry and yoga corner. Thank you.